Tamilisai Soundarajan, former governor of Telangana. Ma'am, thank you very much for speaking with us here on Times Now. The allegations are shocking and this case has triggered public outrage. We're already seeing a political storm in Tamil Nadu. I want to first ask you, what are your thoughts?
Thoughts are really, it's disheartening so that the women's safety in Tamil Nadu is questionable. And whenever there is the connection between the sexual harassment cases and the ruling DMK, the DMK neither they take the case seriously nor they project it as a crime, just to protect the culprits. And not only this case, it's a repeated such crimes are happening in Tamil Nadu, particularly by the DMK functionaries, and it is disheartening to know they are protected by their party. The Tamil Nadu Chief Minister and the women wing leaders who raise their voice when somebody from opposition parties are involved in any section of crime. But when there is connection between the functionary of their party, they are tight-lipped, they don't raise their voice. The Chief Minister doesn't utter a single word. I am asking whether they are waiting for the confirmation of the crime. What is this? A poor girl, she is running from pillar to post from the 9th of this month, asking for justice. But they are so docile in their activity. Just they are telling we have removed him from the post. They are not dismissed from the party. And now the party leaders are telling we are waiting for confirmation. This is the fate of the womanhood in Tamil Nadu. This is the fate of women's safety in Tamil Nadu.
Right.
So this is not the single crime. Repeated such crimes are happening against the women in Tamil Nadu.
Right. Dr. Soundarajan, the police in fact have said that preliminary inquiry indicates there is no evidence at this time to suggest sexual assault. The main accused in this case has also been given, bail. Anticipatory bail plea was filed in the Madras High Court. He has been granted bail as well. Can you expect a fair probe when there are allegations that cops were not even ready to file the complaint? They were not even ready to entertain the complaint initially because of perhaps his links with the ruling party.
Definitely, because the allegation, she is connecting the case with the one of the assistant of the most powerful education minister of the state. And whatever may be the case, women cannot disclose certain things openly. She is very clearly disclosing that she has been sexually harassed, she has been sexually exploited, and not only that, more 20 women have been involved in that. When she disclosed this, the police were asking who were the women. So she was telling you it's your duty to find out. So they are not serious about finding those women who are really affected by the sexual harassment. So this is justly they are brushing away the case, and they are very reluctant to face this case, and they are very careless in handling this case because this is the Devasayil. It is evident that he is the functionary, youth wing functionary of the Arakonam district. For what the DMK people are waiting, and particularly the case she is telling, whatever she disclosed to the police, everything was disclosed to the IT wing of DMK, and all her identity were really shown in the by the IT wing, particularly Rahul. She mentioned one person who is connected with the IT wing of DMK. What is the explanation from the DMK party for all these things?
Right.
I'm asking. Yeah.
One last question before we let you go, Dr. Tamilisai Soundarajan. Parallels are being drawn with the 2019 Pollachi sex abuse case. So do you think perhaps something like this should be handed over to a central agency for a fair probe?
Definitely, we want, because we want the central CBI probe for this case, particularly in Anna University case. Same time, because the DMK functionary only involved in that also, Anna University case. We were demanding CBI inquiry, but the DMK government is very hesitant to hand over to CBI. I'm asking, if they are transparent, if they are not involved in these type of activities, why they are hesitant to hand it over to CBI? Let them hand it over. Whether it is true or false, why they want to wait for some clarification from the poor girl who is really in distress from the 9th. She has gone to 2 or 3 police stations.
Right.
Let them hand it over. Let the CBI inquire.
All right.
So this is almost like the Pollachi case.
All right. Dr. Tamilisai Soundarajan, appreciate you joining us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective on this big story from Tamil Nadu. Let me also now welcome my other guests who are